Kenny Pickett is emerging as a leading Heisman candidate and has his team in the driver's seat to get to an ACC championship. That's why Kenny Two Gloves is my Power Player of the Week. Kenny, first of all, thanks for joining us, man. Big fan. The Big Noon Kickoff guys are a big fan of you and the Pitt Panthers. And so far, congratulations so far on a great season. Last year, you had an opportunity to leave and turn pro, but you decided to come back. What went into that decision?
Yeah, I mean, a lot went into it. I think the more you see, like nowadays, guys are kind of rushing to go and rushing to leave. I wanted to make sure that I had everything, like no stone was left unturned. So it was, obviously my family's opinion, all my coaches, Coach Whipple, Coach Narduzzi, coaches that I have back home, and then also some NFL people that, that I have a lot of respect for that could, get, true information, and that I could go back and kind of sit down and have it all in front of me and say, what do I want to do and what's the best choice for my future.
It's really been a remarkable turnaround, not just for the team, but for you. And, you've had your ups and downs, dealt with some adversity, the team as well, but now you're a Heisman candidate. You guys are arguably the best team in the ACC. What has been not only the biggest change for your team, but also for yourself as a football player this year? Yeah,
I mean, starting with the team, I think all being together for 3 years in the same system, just speaking off, offensively, you know how big that is, and having a coordinator that you're so familiar with and so comfortable with, and his offense inside and out, and we know how it's supposed to be run. We have a lot of film to correct and teach from. So I think this offseason was a huge offseason when I decided to come back, and the amount of hours put in on the throwing sessions, and then also in the film room and mastering really the offense, and telling Jordan where I need him to be on certain plays, Lucas and Tayseer, and I think all those things kind of allowed us to take that next step as an offense. Personally, I mean, I really wanted to get better at pocket footwork, pocket discipline. Not taking off too early, be able to get through all my progressions, and then the deep ball has really taken our offense, I think, to the next level with the explosive plays and the touchdown.
Well, you throw the best deep ball in college football, in my opinion, and we're going to dive into some of these plays from last week's game against Clemson with you just throwing downfield. And let's just take a look at this first one. Before we go to the play, this is your first touchdown pass, and you guys are going to do the sprint right action, but in both of these plays, it's almost like they're playing a version of cover zero. It's like they're bracketing your number 3 receiver and then one-on-one on the outside. Pre-snap, before we run this, do you know exactly where you want to go with the football as a ball is snapped?
Yeah, with this look, I mean, this was a third down, so you're also, sticks are also kind of in your mind. Do I want to get the first down? Do I want to take the shot? But with this look that we had, I knew that I was going to take the shot pre-snap. Like you said, kind of a zero. I almost took it as one high,
right?
With the way that safety's kind of playing inside and Turner was playing outside. So I'm thinking he's going to funnel Jordan into the one high safety. But I have a lot of trust in Jordan's speed, and we've practiced this exact play a bunch. So when I saw the corner stay down and not spin to a cover 3 look where he dropped underneath it, I knew I could put it up in the back corner of the end zone where Jordan would be.
Yeah, I mean, Brady Quinn and I were watching this live, and we're like, this is an absolute dime. I love that. One of my favorite plays from that game. Do you work on the deep ball? I mean, it's kind of hard to work on, but you guys do take shots downfield, and I think that's almost your biggest strength, the accuracy and just the aggressiveness. Is that just a mindset for you?
I think it's a mindset, but you know how important it is with timing and kind of angles and space. The deep ball is all about throwing to space and timing and knowing he's going to be there when that ball is going to come down. So all those things are all off-season work that we really put a lot of time in, because like you said, in previous years, you can look at the numbers, we weren't even close to where we are now, throwing the deep ball, and the offense hasn't changed. We got some new personnel, having Jordan Addison obviously taking the top off, and Tayseer Mack, Jared Wayne, and those guys can run, so it makes my job a lot easier when I can throw it out there.
All right, so here's the second play. It's your touchdown again, but I'm watching this, and it's almost like, again, all 11 defenders are within 8 yards. To us as quarterbacks, that's like, all right, that's a blitz zero, be alert for blitz, but we also know if we're protected, we have guys down the field. Just kind of walk us through what you're seeing on this play.
Like you said, I thought I had zero pre-snap, and it's a 6-man protection with the back going to the man side to the left, and they're sliding right. So if you see why I drifted right, I know I'm protected that side. And then I ended up just putting it up over the top. We had a linebacker on Tayseer, so it worked out perfect for us. I had to buy some time just moving a little bit, but being able to get the ball up, he did the rest. I mean, he's wide open. In those kind of situations, I just want to make sure I don't overthrow it.
No, I love this. Clemson's been the class of the ACC. Obviously, it's a great program. You guys get that win. How satisfying was that win against Clemson last week? Just for you and your program in general.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say it's validating. You know, it's validation for all the work that we put in, and this was a big game that we all knew coming into it. The kind of momentum that we had and the point of the season. This was huge for us and our program. You
guys are sitting atop your division. In my opinion, the best team in the ACC right now. Everything's in front of you. Do you feel like you're getting enough respect on the national level?
I mean, that's really, I try not to pay too much attention to it. I mean, we're number 17. That's fine and everything, but really the main goal is a championship. So whether the people are respecting us or not, either way, we want to go out there and win out these last 5 weeks and put ourselves in the championship.
All right, so before I let you go, I have to ask you what everyone wants to know is why do you wear the gloves? What's the story behind that?
Grew up in New Jersey, so I had cold weather games. I started it in Pop Warner, started and played with it in high school only for the cold weather games. Came to college, did it sophomore year maybe one time against Virginia Tech, and then when Coach Whip got here my junior year, we played North Carolina Thursday night. I had a great game and I was throwing it really well. And he asked, he's like, stick with it for another week. Let's see how you do with it. And then I just, he was watching me. He's like, listen, I think you should keep it. You throw it better with the gloves. And I agreed. And I just felt more comfortable with it and stuck with it ever since then.
So I want to get your blessing because on Big Noon Kickoff, Brady, myself, even Reggie, we're calling you Two Gloves. We were like, let's make this viral. We're going to call him Kenny Two Gloves. So as long as we have your blessing, we're calling you Kenny Two Gloves on the show and our Club Heisman chats. As long as that's cool with you, man, I think we're trying to make the nickname stick for you.
I like it, man. Let's do it.
All right, buddy. Thanks for joining us, man. Keep balling, dude. It's been fun to watch, and good luck to you guys the rest of the way.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on.
Fox College Football is powered by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.